Family, friends, welcome back to the channel. This one's gonna be a little different. Like I always say, there's a big difference between visiting a place and living in a place. And I ran into something. I don't have an address. If you guys have been following, you probably scratch your head and go, Pat, I thought you rented a house. I have. And I don't have an address. Not like the one I'm used to. That's what I'm gonna get to. There's no mailbox at my house. No. My address is the name of my street. Now you gotta be wondering, are you the only one on your street? No, there's multiple small businesses, other homes are on my street. So how do you get mail? Well, luckily, virtually, I went paperless as much as I can. Then I get my stuff email sent to me. But still, you're gonna get some snail mail. We talked about virtual mailboxes before and stuff like that. But what about if you want that forwarded to you? Example, your debit card might expire, or it stops working the next trip. You don't quite have that tap working anymore, and you need a new card. Something important's gonna be sent to you. You get a letter or something, and you want it forwarded to you. How do you do it? Now, what was funny, so when we landed in Toronto, April 22nd, and we're going to our Airbnb, so it's not a hotel. And the guy gets to our street and he goes, where you staying? He spoke good English, and he goes, let me have the phone number. So he calls the guy from the Airbnb, and also he's slowly driving down our street, and the lady's up there waving, there's the place, so I was like, so I've mailed my daughter address before, and I used DHL. I went there, no problem. Okay, I just went to DHL, the local one down here, and I sent it to her. It was fine. But I've never had anything sent to me from the States. I really didn't know how to do it. Special shout out to Chris Forte, because he told me how to do it. I very much appreciate him. Also, when he gave me this information, I texted him, we've had coffee before. I owe him coffee. Hopefully we can put it together real soon. So I asked him, I said, hey, this does make a pretty good video. Do you mind if I use the information that you gave me to make a video? And he goes, yeah, go ahead. See, I never want to step on anyone's toes. You know what I mean? I don't want to get information from someone and then make a video out of it and step on his toes. He understood. He goes, yeah, go ahead. So again, Chris, I appreciate you. Okay, so let's say you're shipping, I got 4 letters that I want to have sent here, okay? I'm going to put my name on it. Then underneath that, the street name of the business. In other words, I can't describe my house. So what you do is you pick like a business or a building, something that's highly recognizable, believe it or not. I'm not gonna say the name of the business, okay, because we'll get to that. But what you do is you put your name, the street address of where you're having the mail sent. It's right down the street from you, okay? The street, and then at the business, name of the business is going to be there. Then Toronto, Albania. Then there's like a 4-digit zip code, and then you have to put your Albanian phone number on there. That starts with the +355 for Albania. It's a 10-digit number. Let me repeat that. My name, then the street that the business is on, then at the business, the name of the business, then Toronto, Albania. You got to have that 4-digit zip. Okay, that's why I look at a zip code. And then you must put your Albanian phone number on. Now, why? Because what's going to happen is they're really not going to take it into the business here. Don't worry about that. But they'll call me, when it's here, and then I got to walk up to the business and grab the package. Okay. Chris recommended FedEx. I'm going to use it because he recommended it. So that's the one I'm going to choose to use to receive packages. Okay. Like I said, I did use DHL to send package, and it went through just fine. But interesting way, man. I've never seen a place where you really, and never paid attention to it before, that you don't have an address, it's just a street address, but somehow it works. It just works, man. So coffee, guys. No Rocky this time, I promise. But I really thought that's pretty interesting how they're doing the mail like that. So I'm gonna do that. That's how I'm gonna, and I'll let you guys know how that works out, man. Obviously, I want to get the tracking number, okay? And we'll track it, and I can get down, okay, it's out for delivery, we're getting close, so pay attention with that phone. So that things are going well. Let me discuss something else right now. just how I personally observe people, okay? If I'm wrong, I mean no disrespect. A lot of times the older Albanians, when I say older, my age or older, see, communism didn't really fall until like 91. I think that Hoxha guy, that prime minister was in charge, I think he died at 88 or, I'm not quite sure on that. But the older guys and girls went through some crap, man. Went through some serious stuff. I'm sure it still affects them. So a lot of times, I'll be walking down the street and I'll get a quick glance, and it's like, I don't know you. They don't say that, but just quick glance and look away as I pass them. And there were a few times, like I'm just passing someone, I go, hey, see me? And I wouldn't get a response. They're not being rude, okay? They just don't know me. And a good example of that, though, is on my street, and if I go to a grocery store or whatever, we have homes as well as small businesses. And there's a gentleman, he's got a small shop up here. And if he doesn't have a customer, he'll either stand in his doorway or pull out a chair and sit in a chair right outside his shop. And I walk by this guy daily, and I'll always get the quick look, then he looks away and I pass him. There's been a few times I've said, see, and he doesn't know me. And what was funny, it was about 4 or 5 days ago. So I'm daydreaming, and I'm just walking by him. Like I said, I'm daydreaming. I don't even realize quite he's there. And all of a sudden, right as I pass this guy, he sneezes. And instinctively, what do you say when someone sneezes? You go, God bless you. And I just kept going, and it just came out, God bless you. And I kept going, and all of a sudden, I hear from behind me, thank you, have a beautiful day. Heavy accent, but he still said, I still understood it. Thank you, have a beautiful day. Those exact words. And I spin around, give him a big smile. He smiles at me, and I go, Shamir, Parliamentary, thank you, and Pasha, goodbye. And so now every day, he looks at me, he gives a big smile, he says hello, I say hello. It's like once they know you, once you break that ice, then they know you, man, and everything's really cool. So I wanted to share that with you guys today. Tonight, it's about 20 to 3. Tonight, April and I are going to go over Mario's restaurant. Nice guy. I spoke to you about him before. He's got to give me that olive oil. A lot of pride. He's proud of that. He owns 120 olive trees. And his wife, smashed olive. So he gave me this bottle of just pure olive oil. Oh, delicious. Fantastic. But, and I tried to pay him for it. He goes, no, my house to your house. And I appreciated that. Like I said, once they know you, then it's cool. At first, I don't want to say standoffish, they just don't know you. The other weird thing, I shouldn't say weird thing, if you're walking down the sidewalk and there's a lot of people, and someone bumps you, they didn't mean to bump you. Instinctively, turn, hey, sorry. And they don't, they just keep going. And again, they're not being rude, it's kind of like, of course we're going to bump into each other because there's a lot of people. So it's interesting things like that that I'm learning and discovering about people. But I'm going to do the 2-month review coming up. We got here April 22nd, so around June 22nd, we'll do that 2-month review. But things are going well. Things are going really well. I'm happy. April's happy. So I hope you guys are happy. Remember, I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. We'll do another video soon. And be careful out there, okay? And again, Chris Forte, thank you, sir. Very much appreciate it. Look forward to having that coffee again with you. All right, bye-bye.